PPT should now be up.
Okay.
Just yes. So Shrikant, the stage is yours, and just let me know when I should switch on to the next slide.
Yeah, you can move on to the next slide.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Over.
Yeah, thank you, Ranjit. Thanks for inviting BFIL to share its experiences on FIDO integration and benefits what we've been through, with this implementation and integration. So I remember around 2 years back, when business came to us, the IT team as such, that to design a workflow for one of its mobile application, the requirement was for a BYOD strategy. The requirement talks more about bring your own device, where my consumer bring his own device and we install our application in that particular device. So it's a very simple, straightforward requirement, and but the challenge was, there are 3 layers of challenges. One is the device doesn't belong to me, but I have to install my application. 2 is I need to introduce a multi-factor authentication to ensure that my data is protected and device also is protected in a way that it's not compromised. 3 is the support, the kind of support I have to give for my consumer to ensure that particular transaction runs with a proper integrity and in a very secure way. So this was a straightforward requirement, as such, how do we design or connect all these dots, to ensure that we have an end-to-end transaction happens in a very secured manner on a alien device running on my application. So the solution 2 years back, how we defined was a multi-factor architecture, where we thought of introducing a different factors, ensuring that the authentication happens in a right way. To that particular business case, there is an extension to that, challenging IT in terms of, for that particular mobile device, a different peripherals also will be connected. That could be a biometric device, or it could be a Bluetooth drivers, or Bluetooth printers, or Wi-Fi connectors. So the case is all about converting that particular mobile into a mini, POS or mini ATM or mini bank kind of a thing. So yes, we designed a multi-factor where I would say the combinations of a 3-layer of authentication. One is, the first is I would say OTP, a standard way of inviting a OTP, and once you do the verification on the OTP, then we take him to the Aadhaar. Aadhaar is a local authentication where that particular mobile device is connected to a biometric device. So we do the Aadhaar verification. Then the application login, which is a single sign-on login. So these are the 3 factors of authentication we have deployed 2 years back on this setup, the mobile device setup, which is fine. But there are a few challenges, I would definitely bring onto this table. I'm sure that many of my peers and colleagues have implemented this kind of a solution across industries. A typical challenges where we personally went through is, one is on the OTP. We all know a successful OTP takes at least 5 to 8 seconds to get delivered. I'm saying it's a successful OTP. Otherwise, you will end up waiting at least 30 seconds or 40 seconds to get delivered. Depends on the telecom network, the bandwidth, and all that. Even after you get a successful OTP, there is no guarantee that it has been an SMS phished. Though the telcos have been through the DLP, the distributed ledger technology, to ensure that OTP what we got delivered is safe and all that, but still there are suspicious activities. We don't know the success rate of OTPs. What we got delivered is absolutely verified. So OTP has always been, we were highly dependent on OTP, but it's always a layer which was worrying all of us. 2 is the Aadhaar login. So when I say Aadhaar login, I have peripherals connecting to this particular mobile device, where you have chances of, these are rustic operations, where you have chances of your fingerprints getting corrupted, on your thumbs, and these devices switching from device to device, your biometric devices, your SSL certificates getting authenticated on these biometric devices, API integration. There's a lot of, when you depend on Aadhaar, you have a series of compliances to get followed, and with the devices on managing the peripherals as well. 3 is the application login. The traditional IT issues, when you depend highly on the application login, your consumer forgets your passwords. You end up having password resets. We have SLAs and tags to meet to ensure that password reset happens in a stipulated time given. There is a huge load on my help desk, L1, L2, L3. These are the traditional challenges we all go through. Especially in my case, it's a BYOD strategy. I had no choice but had to build this a 3-layer of multi-factor authentication. And I'm not shy away to say that, with these combinations, my mean time of failure is more than 30%. Could be any combination, OTP not getting delivered at the right time, or a biometric faulty device, or could be an application issue. So 30%, which I always see that is a heavy load on my IT development team or support team and infrastructure team, taking care of these challenges on day-to-day basis, and especially, when I say that, the peripherals which are getting connected, I don't know, what kind of attacks may happen on the particular device, because my particular mobile device, have Bluetooth connectors, Wi-Fi connectors. There could be a bluejacking can happen when a data exchange between Bluetooth devices, because my device talks to Bluetooth printers. A war driving or WPA attack may happen, for Wi-Fi points, because the device doesn't belong to me. So that particular device may connect to the local Wi-Fi hotspots, or could be any public hotspots. And the smishing, which is very, very popular these days, your particular OTP can be compromised. And also finally, from application point of view, the session handling for me is very, very important. So these are the typical challenges we all go through. I really, we as an IT, we always been into designing the solutions and depending on many factors to ensure that particular transaction runs end to end in a very highly secured way. And this is all what's happening last 2 years. Thanks to Singular Key, who have introduced us to this FIDO integration framework, a passwordless architecture. So we gave a very serious thought to this. So we adopted FIDO architecture to us within a motivation that, or objective that, we want to do a passwordless, integration. So what happens now is we did a lab tested, we did a small POC as well to really challenge ourselves and also FIDO, how successfully this can really help us. So the FIDO integration has been done, the passwordless architecture. And what happens is now, once the consumers, first we register the particular mobile device with the FIDO. When the registration is done, then the mobile device is hard binded with the FIDO framework. So next time when he tries to log in, we skip the multi-factor. He doesn't need to do Aadhaar or OTP or application login. All these 3 factors are binded together to that particular mobile device with the help of FIDO architecture. This will straight away takes me to the application transaction stream. So this was an absolute breakthrough for us in terms of ROI, or could be a value realization as well. So ROI in terms of people, where I don't need to spend much on the training, very straightforward implementation, or I don't need to spend training for my consumers. the biggest advantage of this integration ROI on the people front. Process, again, as I said, it's very easy, where in terms of my designing process to take care of my peripheral management, or could be application management or support management, this process priority will definitely come down. And ROI and technology, straight away, yes, I can save my penny on the OTPs and on peripherals, again, the biometric devices. So this, a perfect ROI can be drawn by adopting FIDO, especially in technology space. So these are the few, I would say, a design which has really a breakthrough kind of a design from FIDO, which really helped us to implement and do a lab test with a perfect result. I would say it's an absolute smooth check-in and smooth checkout. So now with the lab testing successful, we are trying to scale this up to next set of large implementation across our organization, which will really yield benefits at both the business side and technology side as well. So, so this is what I want to share today, on the FIDO successful results, with all of you.
Thanks a lot, Srikanth. Again, a very insightful presentation, and like I said, our audience would definitely gain insights on the implementation aspect, because the industry practitioners' perspective is what really matters in this case, because we have a lot of theoretical understanding that goes around there, but to actually hear from somebody who has implemented this in their business environment, I think that's a key takeaway for our participants here. And with that, I would now sort of make this into a panel discussion, wherein I would request the panelists